So we're looking at a video on solving equations. It's very important to understand the step-by-step process of solving any equation. Now remember, math is dynamic. There's areas in math where you can be very creative, and math is a creative art. But of course, it has objective boundaries, and it's not every answer is the correct answer. How you get to your answer is important, but of course you need to understand what you're trying to get to. Now the reason why I'm saying all that is because with solving equations, the technique it's quite straightforward in a sense. If you remember your properties of real numbers, and if you understand what just how equations work. When you have a one-step equation like this, x plus 7 is equal to 13, you can subtract 7 from both sides, okay? X is equal to 6. If you were to plug 6 back in, you get 6 plus 7 is 13. Now notice that I subtracted 7 because I wanted to get rid of the number on the left side. So by doing that, that leaves me with that on the right side. Now 2x plus 4 is equal to 12. You do the same thing you did, okay? Again, notice the pattern. You subtract 4. And so you get 2x is equal to 8. But this time you still have something there. But how do you get rid of a 2? You use its multiplicative inverse, right? Or its reciprocal. Or you just divide by 2. But you have to do the same thing to the right side. And so x is equal to 4. Again, if you have an addition, you subtract. If you have a subtraction, you add. If you have a multiplication between a number and a variable, you divide. Over here, we're solving for y, okay? So there's two variables, and we're solving for y. So we want y by itself. We want to isolate y. This is very important, especially when you're graphing later on. And so you take the 3x times 2, and so you get 6x, and the 3x times y, and you get 3xy. And on the right side, you just have 15. So the next thing is, we're solving for y, okay? So we're going to move everything away to the other side that doesn't have, that doesn't have y. We're going to move it to the other side. I just want to note that you could, in the beginning, have divided by that 3x. You could have divided both sides by 3x. That's also an option. Again, you can be creative. Now we have 3xy is equal to 15 minus 6x, okay? Because I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 3x, okay? Because that is the thing multiplying y, and I want to get rid of it. So that leaves me with y is equal to 15 minus 6x divided by 3x, okay? So then, therefore, my answer is y is 15 over 3x minus 2, okay? Which is the same thing I could have done right from the beginning. But I just want to show you it's not always going to be neat that would happen. But if I divided both sides by 3x, and then I subtracted 2, I would still be fine. So that's just, sometimes you solve for a variable, and you should know how to move everything over to the other side. Have a wonderful day.